It's Tuesday stitch time. Grab your hook and yarn. We're making something cozy, cute and warm. New stitch, new trick, let's learn today. Easy steps, I'll guide the way. Whether you're new or stitching pro, come along, let's hook and go.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pseudo's Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. I am behind the scenes today because it's a Tuesday tutorial day. I do apologize that this is getting out a little later than I normally get it out. Let me move my mouse out of the way here. Because I didn't get this done yesterday when I was doing my other videos. So today is the triple or treble stitch. Very easy stitch, one row repeat. You can chain any chain you want and add 3 to it. So, because I'm doing a little different than a lot of the patterns do it. Now you'll want to make sure if you're following somebody else's pattern that you're following their stitch multiple for this stitch. Because I'm sure there's several different ways people do it. And I know that there's a lot of gaps here. This one I used my 5mm crochet hook on, which is this one here. Let me turn, there we go, it focused. I'm going to, for the tutorial, I'm going to use my 4mm hook. Same style hook, an inline hook. Now you can use the recommended hook size with the yarn that you're using, or you can go down a size if it's too much spacing between the two. It's not a real tight stitch, to see if it gets any, closer together for you. I am using the same pink yarn, cotton yarn, that I used for this one here. This is Crafter's Secret. This one I got for 57 cents during their 75% off sale. And it was originally $2.29. I think this has gone up to $3 something now. This was in the color pink, just standard pink. Don't know if they still have this color, just a different maybe shade of it or what. But for this, I'm going to go ahead and stitch up 15 plus 3, so 18. That one there, I stitched up 28 for it. It's a little bit bigger than I was expecting, so that's why I'm only going to do 18 for the tutorial. So we're going to chain up 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Again, you can do this any stitch multiple. Some people would say it's a even or odd stitch count, but I think any stitch multiple works. So for a triple, now we're going to go into the 4th chain from the hook. So the first 3 that are skipped are going to count as your first triple crochet. Now, if you're new to crochet and are still trying to figure out where the turning chain is at, I should have brought one of my stitch markers in here, but of course I didn't. You'll want to mark the stitch right below the one on the hook. So this is the last stitch, the first one that you count while skipping. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th. You're going to yarn over twice on your hook. Insert your hook into that 4th stitch. Pull up a loop. You'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. There is your first treble or triple, or however you want to call it. Everybody calls it something different. I call it a triple. You'll see it marked in some patterns as a treble as well. And then you just continue that all the way down into the next stitch, yarn over twice, wrap your yarn twice, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You'll have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now this is a yarn eater stitch, but it's like you're doing 2, in my opinion, it's like you're doing 2 half doubles. So it won't take you as long to get something done if that's what you're using as just triples, but it is a yarn eater. So wrap your yarn twice into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Do that one more time. Make sure you wrap it twice, that you have three loops on your hook, because earlier I almost did a couple double crochets. So it's very easy, especially if you're doing something with double crochet and you're going to treble. It's very easy to miss. So yarn over twice, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, you'll just repeat that all the way down to the end. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Wrap it twice. Go into the next. And however you wrap it, if you wrap it over, under, some people say that it does make a difference depending on how you wrap it. I wrap it, I guess you could say, I yarn over instead of under. I don't know which way saves more. Next one. I hope everybody's doing well today, and wherever you're at, you're either staying cool or warm. I've heard while watching some of Creative Grandma's live today, their temperatures have kind of dropped, and there were some people stating that they had snow this morning. I think it was Saturday night or Sunday night, we had dropped into like the 20s, but where I'm at in West Texas, I'm in the Lubbock area of Texas. If you've heard of Texas Tech, I'm close to I'm not in that area, but I'm not far from it either. I'm on the outskirts of Lubbock. And we're almost to the last stitch, or chain. I should say chain. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. Make sure you wrap it twice. And as this is the last basic stitch to learn, I will be going into more intricate stitches starting next week. So just keep an eye out for that if you're interested in learning like different styles of the double crochet, single, all that great stuff. I almost pulled through all those stitches. That would not have been good. Alright, we're at the last one here. And you got to be careful because sometimes that last wrap will try to fall off while you're trying to pull up and loop through the chain or stitch. Okay, and that's row 1. And the next row, this is basically the foundation row. The next row will be the repeat row. This chain 3 that we skipped, again, don't forget, this counted as your first triple crochet, treble crochet. Again, depending on where you're from, I think depends really on how it's classified. Now, to start row 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and we're going to skip this first triple from the previous row because this chain 3 is going to count as your first triple. Yarn over twice. We're going to go into the next stitch, so we're skipping this one. We're going to the next one to start the repeat. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you've just made the first triple for row 2. Again, this is your first one. This is the first one you actually made after the chain 3. Yarn over twice, go into the next stitch. Do another triple. Next stitch, you got 3, yarn over twice, you have 3, go through that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. I could probably really bring this down even another, maybe to a 3.5 to 3, because this stitch, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, it always feels like it gives gaps. Now, if you're looking for something airy and, you know, that's not too close together, this is a great stitch. You can test it out, practice with it, make washcloths, little mug, a hot pad or a mug rug, till you get this down. It doesn't take long. Yarn over twice, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Again, yarn over twice, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not going too fast so that way it doesn't get too blurry. And I really hope you guys like the song that I have for Tuesday's Stitch Tutorial Day. That will probably be also on any other, not just these, but like when I do other patterns, like for blankets or scarves or anything like that. I will also use that. It'll have to be done on a Tuesday, obviously, but... And then I will show you, without using a stitch marker, how you find the turning chain at the end of row 2. You'll always have a turning chain at the end of the row. Alright, we got this one here, the first one that we made is here. It can be missed. Okay, and now we're going to go into the turning chain. Wrap your hook twice, yarn over twice, and right below that, if you turn your work, you'll see these V's. I'm going to wait till it focuses here. So this one here was the last stitch. Right underneath that, it's going to be this little tiny V. That is your turning chain. And you'll want to make sure you get both of those loops to put your last triple in. And depending on the yarn, depends on whether or not it's easy to get through. That's why I suggest using a stitch marker. And this yarn is very splitty. It's not horrible yarn, but it does split. Alright, so now I have 4 loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then you've completed your second row. Now, what's great about doing the chain 3, it can be kind of irritating because of how it curves. It really is not, it is, but it isn't tall like the triple. But if you do a border on this, you can use that chain 3 to know where your stitches will go depending on what type of border you use. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do this one more time. So we're going to chain 3, 2 and 3, turn your work. We're going to skip that first triple from the previous row. I'm going to yarn over twice and go into the second stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Wrap your yarn twice, insert your hook into the top of the next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. And it's very easy. You could make a very simple baby blanket with this, because it won't take as long as if you're doing a shorter stitch. But again, it is a yarn eater, and I think that's why this stitch doesn't get used that often in patterns. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I really see I see more of the double crochet and half double crochet, and very sometimes you'll see single too, but single is like a time-consuming stitch, because you're not using very much yarn, but you will use the same amount of yarn, I think, as if you were just doing the triple crochet. It won't seem like it. It'll seem like you're blowing through your yarn a lot faster, but you're really not. You are, but you aren't. Type of scenario. Because this is like doing, I know I said two half doubles, but it's like 3 singles at the same time. Because you're wrapping your yarn twice, you're going through 2 loops at a time. That's a single. That would be a double. And that's a triple. So, just something to think about. Even though it is a yarn eater, it will take less time using the triple crochet stitch or treble crochet stitch than it would if you were to just do single crochet. Now, single crochet is a lot tighter, but it doesn't mean that everybody wants to do that. Okay, so here we are at the end. I just did this one here. So now I have to find my turning chain, which is right there. Go through both loops, because if you don't, it'll look kind of weird. If you can't, for whatever reason, that's okay, but it's best to get both loops on the turning chain. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And you've just completed your 3rd row. And you'll just keep repeating that till you have the height that you want to use it, or depending on the pattern you're following, But that is the triple crochet. Like I said, real easy, simple. You don't have but one row to repeat. But it's all about how you how you wrap your yarn around your hook. You have to wrap it twice. 1, 2, 3. Turn, wrap your yarn over twice, go into the second stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then you just keep doing that all the way down and making sure that you don't miss the turning chain at the end. Alright, well, that is going to be it for today's tutorial. If you use the triple or treble crochet in your patterns or in your projects that you make, let me know, and let me know what stitch is actually your favorite stitch. I might put a little quiz at the end to see. It's not going to be a right or wrong answer. I'm not going to do that. I did add a quiz to a video that'll be coming out on Saturday, but that was an India snack review, so keep an eye out for that. Tomorrow I do have an unbagging from Amazon. And Thursday I have the next Mary Maxim order that I got for the Afghan Club, so check that out. I'll be quite surprised on the yarn I got. I was kind of surprised because I didn't think that was still available anywhere, so not going to say much more than that. Friday, I'm not sure what I'm going to do Friday yet, but I will try to have something on Friday for you guys to have, so I'm not missing any days, and you'll have something on Saturday. Alright, well, if you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content and haven't subscribed, please go and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe, stay warm or cool, and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.